I still have a short hanging around here. It's only 1 mini. I'm up 750, so I have some room to play. I could even add a second one. But we'll see. I'm only down like 200 bucks on this trade. It's squeezing, that's for sure. I think we will get a back test to one of these levels sooner or later. So I'm going to try and be patient with this. I mean, I'm not really that courageous. I'm up 750 and I've, I'm still up 500. I'm sitting pretty comfortable. Not to mention another $4,500 in drawdown on top of that. I think I'll be okay. People that were buying the dip yesterday got burnt. Everybody thought the new all-time high Globex high was going to be the buy the dip, and everybody got steamrolled trying to buy that. Yeah, it's really launched there too, huh? That's what I'm thinking, at least. I mean, I'm green on this trade, by the way, now. See if we can flesh out the side of this distribution and see if we're forming something. It is 10:15, so I'd expect a little bit of a distribution forming here sooner or later. Patience, Kiyosaki. All right, that was the back test of the weekly upper band, by the way. Is it an anemic bounce or are we going lower? Do we get continuation? It's also a weekly upper band. They're not really letting it pull back much, are they? I might be. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm still very comfortable with this trade. Just seeing what happens. We're starting to flesh out a distribution here. I'd be shocked if we don't try to flesh out this side of the distribution first, or this LVN that we formed over here. So things certainly have calmed down. It's not going parabolic anymore. So we have this distribution formed. we go. That was this support area right here at the bottom of the distribution, guys. Look, you know, look. So we have a distribution, right? This is the bottom of it. Now it kept going, but I was positioned right here, kind of in the middle, you know, but we're performing a fleshing out. So I assumed that if we broke below, we'd probably at least test down here. And that's where I got out. Profit target hit. Next account. Shut this one down. I'm at 4K and this 150K. All right, done with Topstep for today. 500 in the 50K, 1,000 in the 150K. Let's go over to Apex. Trying to get a payout in this one now. A second payout in this account on Apex. Yeah, Delta's going down now. If you're it's going to keep dipping. Buy the dip, but it keeps on dipping. What do I do? Still an interesting long spot, isn't it? Took a little long there. We do get continuation. That's a good spot, isn't it? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Oh yeah, Roadrunner. If you blow it, it will freeze it and lock you out. You'll be done for. You will know right away. All right, let's see what we get next, shall we? I wonder if we get a divergence here. Back test weekly, upper band, maybe? I don't know. Looking at this possible back test IV low from yesterday. I don't know, we'll see. I have a feeling like this is going to be the distribution that we spend a lot of time in now. IB, we got an IB. 1030. What do we do here? Ooh, that was a hard rejection. They keep it down. Sellers really stepped in there. Somebody doesn't want it to go up higher. That was a back test of the point of control there. Very low volatility. It's all buyers. Gonna take an L there. What happens up here? Ten points on the short from that high there. Hopefully it keeps going here. I'd like to see back down to 200 would be nice. Let's go. Yes, got rejected pretty hard there. I'm short up at 22 3/4, so I'm up like 10 points. Trying to get about 15 points out of this trade. That would hit profit target on this Apex account. I took a pretty decent loss on that other short, but there we go. There we go. Come on, keep going. Stop buying it up. Just stop. Thank you, Mini Lot. Much appreciated. I needed to go a little lower. 4 points here. Come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, it's right there. There we go. And filled, done, and dusted, guys. I took it early. I saw the sellers come in. Well, first of all, I stopped out. Then I got back in. So just to show you, all right, I was short here. That was the back test area. Stopped out, pretty much top ticked me, stopped out. Then I saw the seller step in, hit it hard, short again, and covered back into that sell-off. So I do stop out, guys, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I do stop out. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a good short level. I mean, we're in a distribution now, right? So now it's fade value or extremes. I took the, let's take a look at the stats on this thing. So we're almost up at 4K on this 50K Apex PA. I've already taken $2,000 out of this. And I only have a couple more days to trade. I'm going to try and take another $2,000 out of this. Nice. Good job, guys. Let's do a trader check-in. Trader check-in. How's everybody trading? Following the plan? Planning the trade? JP's flat. Following the plan for now. Quick question. How much do you trade for an APX payment per rules? You're going to have to ask that again, Hector. It just got buried. Hey, Chris, how do you manage the 5-to-1? Are you constantly keeping that in mind since you... No, I don't keep it in mind whatsoever. Just my trading system either works out for their payout or not. So far it has. I'm not changing my whole trading system to fit Apex's rules. So they're either going to pay me out or they're not based on how I trade. If they continue to deny me, I'll just give up in trading with them. But so far, I got a payout. All right, Ken. Small loss. Okay, bet red alley. Had a little scramble after yesterday's. Yeah. Nice, Michael. All right, Josh. So traditionally, guys, days like today are where I get absolutely crushed. Right? You guys know I'm a fader. I love to fade strength. And I did pretty well. I waited for really good levels. You know, it still was tough, right? Not as stress-free as I generally like it on like a balance day where I do really, really well. I did take some longs on the way up. And then as we hit key levels, I took shorts. I stopped out of this one. I was a little early on this. So stopped out, took a loss on this trade, got back in, caught a nice ride back down here. You guys saw that one. There was another beautiful long right here. And then I hit short again. I hit short here on this back test of weekly upper band. Pretty much stopped out, top tipped me, which is frustrating, but as it happens. I saw the seller step in this area. I decided to get back in and it worked. Got that money back and then hit my profit target. All right. I think therapy trading is a really good idea, Logger. I want to take it slow. And we got to take the emotions out, right? If there's a lot of emotions, we're probably sized too big. So we got to start small, right? We got to detach from the results and follow the process. 100% key. All right, Bill C, thanks for joining us. Sellers stepping in. I'm watching the real delta. I'm also on tick strike. I can hear it. That's the tape. All right, so this right here that you're looking on the screen, this is tick strike. This is the actual time in sales. So not only can I see the buying or selling pressure, but I can hear it. It's audible. So I'm sitting here watching the chart, watching the DOM, and I can hear the sellers step in. So now we have a distribution, right? At this point, we have a pretty well-defined distribution. I think a Madonna is very favorable because that's the value area extreme. This is the value area low of this distribution, right? So we got to wait for crack and acceptance for more longs, crack and acceptance for more shorts. Otherwise, we're going to go like this. We can expect to go like this. So as a reminder, guys, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll be on my way flying to Los Angeles. So there's not going to be a group coaching. I'll literally be on a plane. However, I highly suggest you go through a previous group coaching session. There's tons of them in there going every single week, going all the way back to April. So there's 6 months of group coaching in there. I highly encourage you to check one out, or maybe multiple group coaching sessions. We have a guest streamer well-versed in the VWAP Wave System. Let me show you guys. You're going to find these right, oops. So this is the Discord. You're going to go down to live trading and classes. You're going to go to class recordings. Right? This is where you're going to find all the old live streams. Also the first 30 minutes of the open for private members, premium members. But you go back here, there's group coaching, Q&As, group coaching. I mean, these go back months and months and months. August. There's tons of archives in here, guys. Every live session I've done, every group coaching, every Q&A I've done for the last 6 months is all here. Ooh, Frank. Burn. Steven is dead to me. I'm not even going to talk about it. He doesn't even deserve it. So I'm really excited for Chuck to be able to take the lead and do really, really well. I'm sure, guys, give him a little grace, please. I'm sure he's a little nervous about trading in front of over 100 people. It's not an easy thing to do, guys, as you can imagine. Streaming live, trading live in front of, you know, not just like a couple of people, but there's usually well over 100 people in the Discord at any given time. Good prediction, Frank. Just like I have a prediction for price today. It's going to go up or it's going to go down. So I encourage you guys to go dive into the archives tomorrow. Well, we will still have the live session on Sunday, but Chuck will be streaming for both Thursday and Friday morning open, and there will be no Thursday evening stream. I have like all these networking events lined up. I'm going to be with a bunch of traders, some pretty well-known traders. So I'll be working on some content for you guys, and I'm hoping to bring back some really cool things in terms of knowledge and insights and see what other traders are doing and all this kinds of things. Now, normally, I know you guys would be looking for the return to value. However, We have a lot in the way of the return to value trade right here. I would almost be looking for the long here again. Go for the long. See if we get it. I'm going to work in this practice account because I'm done at my profit targets. So just to recap, %'s pretty good. Look at these micro. This is what I get when I trade micros. Average win, $8. Minis, $100 almost, $90. Good results today. All right, let's see what's next. I do trade the open. Yeah, I do trade the open. There's lots of good setups on the volume profile. And Robin, I have some great videos on how to use the volume profile. I encourage you to take the course too in the Discord. That'll teach you how to use it. This is live trading, so it's not, I have tons of videos for all that kind of stuff. Adam, I do have a personal account. What makes you think I don't trade on a personal account? Well, we have, first of all, we have monthly upper band right here. We have this LVN right here at 170. We could very well get it. Just saying we had a problem with it. So we'll see what happens here at 170. But we're still trying to chew through this low volume node. All right, so we got to make it, we got to pretty much crack 170 for the continuation short back to VWAP. Then we can get a nice VWAP bounce. We'll see. Everything is holding up now except for the NASDAQ, interestingly enough. I do expect a bounce still. This is RTH VWAP right here, guys. Just so you're aware, RTH VWAP also right here. New York VWAP. Delta is very interesting. Really no sellers brought this lower. No aggressors. This is all passive sellers. Still holding New York VWAP. All right, Carlos. Looks like it wants to crack. We'll see if it holds. New York VWAP right here. VWAP bounce. Come on now. I think we still have some more defense down here. Even if we do crack it, we'll see what happens. We're just kind of bleeding out. The delta is not confirming this move down either. Not this delta, the actual delta.
Connection lost.
Break and reclaim.
Voice news disconnected.
Well, you guys can't hear me? Okay. Frank said I was Skynet disconnected me. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, Terminator Skynet. Yep. Come on, bounce. Let's go. This is the spot. Let's go, buyers. Come on. Here we go. Come on. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Yeah, water boss, that's boredom kicking in. Good trading is boring. It's not exciting.
1 minute to go down to expect.
If you want excitement, you got to head on over to the casino. The girls are prettier and the drinks are free. And they might even give you a free room. But here, we need to focus on just the process. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant the ones that bring you the drinks. That's what I meant. No, I'm not good at poker. Oh, actually, I don't gamble at all, believe it or not. I actually hate gambling. I hate going to casinos. I have zero fun. Not my jam. I feel like there's no edge. I feel like I'm giving them my money. I don't like that.
3 points, 14%. We'll give the text out from Hill. See if we can. Hill says monetary policy should be resolutely focused on price stability.
I can understand that, Tony, but also, you know, you have to find poker games where people are willing to bet enough money that you can take it away from them. And high stakes poker games, guess what? Have really freaking good poker players. In trading, the bigger players are playing a completely different game than the retail players. Retail traders are playing a different game than institutional traders, the best traders. Whereas if I wanted high stakes poker, man, those guys are going to be pretty damn good. I'm in trouble.
Hill says that I do not intend to discuss monetary policy styles and speech.
But I hear you, 100%. I know, we all know Rips, right? Rips is a professional poker player.
We have posted out his speech on the feed next week.
And a trader.
Gunnar said he said himself he does not intend to discuss monetary policy styles and speech.
And lives in Las Vegas. Well, that was a beautiful long. Who grabbed that? Nice job, guys. Nice jam. I mean, you know, here, here's the exit. It's as good a spot as any. We're back to the point of control. Or scale out here and see if you can hold it back to the highs. Oh, look. It's going back down. Weird from the point of control. It's almost like that's one of our principles in the VWAP wave system. Who said that? Who said, where do I get out? Water Boss. Water Boss, you haven't been studying the principles. I can tell based on that question. So, quick lesson. We need to keep studying. Right? Here's my little drawing. Right? When we're in a distribution, value area high, value area low, point of control. Right? If we can get to one side of value, we can't leave. We go back to the point of control. If we can get through the point of control, we go to the other side of value. Can't get through point of control, recent side of value, this side of value. Can't get by point of control, back to the recent side of value. This is Balance Trading Principles 101. All right, Gucci. Awesome. Frank, I get you with that as well. Hell yeah, it sucks. So, why does this keep disconnecting? Remember,
Bank of England's pill says inflation expectations may have shifted.
principles come before setups, comes before execution. In this order. First the principles, then our setup, and then we execute, right? You can't execute well if you don't have a good setup. You can't pick a good setup if you're not following the principles. All starts here. Once you get these, if you can't trade the rest of this if you don't have this down. Right? Once you got the principles down, then you'll get better at selecting your setup locations. And then once you got your principles and your setup locations down, it's all about execution and trade management. Oh, Cammy's here. We can start. I can't wait to get back to my hotel room on Thursday and watch Chuck's stream. See how it went.
I'm its managing director, Go Gilas, is a very concerned.
I usually go until about 11:30, Full Bear. I did have a nice day today, Cammy. I had a good week. I traded well every single day this week. Everybody was there for it. Live, on camera. It's Saturday night. It seems that everybody that's really internalizing the system is getting better. And it's really focused to the process. Understanding the principles, Once you get the principles, looking for the setups. Once you get the setups, executing like a pro. You see this checklist I have up here? So you don't forget anything when you're taking a trade.
Thanks for President Shane Barnett says Mexico and US hold key.
Thank you, Tope. Yeah, that red was, it's the LVN is actually like right down here. This is the zone that was the zone between the monthly upper band and the LVN. I kind of had marked out. So we had some good trades, guys. We had some really good trades. Really good trades. We had shorted there. We shorted here. We longed here. We were super patient, and look at these great setup locations we got. You also got the green signal to buy on this 1058 candle on the CVD. So Daniel, we do have the voice channels where there is open mic. After I wrap up here in about 20 minutes, we have the NQ, ES, gold trading channels. You guys head over there, and you'll have open mics. You can share your screens, and you can collaborate with your fellow traders. There's always people in there trading. So that's an open mic. I generally don't have the time to join, unfortunately. Once I wrap up here, I usually have a lot of things to do in the afternoon for this group. I create content, I create videos, I have private clients, mentorship clients. We have the inner circle that I'm managing. So there's lots to do. Yep, Cosmo, I gotta see screenshots, brother. I can't. Unless I see what's going on, I can't. I asked you to send screenshots. I don't think you did. I need to see. Inner Circle is the private mentorship group here. It's closed until next year. It's full. We'll probably do another enrollment sometime at the beginning of the year. Nice, Tyler. Great. Good work. I like to think I'm building trading monsters. What do you guys think? What do you Inner Circle members think? How's it going so far? Nerdy monsters for sure. That is taking up a lot of my time. I'm reviewing everybody's trades. There's homework. There's practice drills. There's classes 3 times a week that I've written and have to prepare for. There's lots of stuff. Cosmin, put it in the help center. You're never going to get me on DM. I get like 100 DMs. Put it in there. Thank you, Tyler. Good work. Good trading. That was an epic New York VWAP bounce. 40 points. 40 points. 177 or so to 213. Cosmin, you're looking at M and Q. I'm looking at NQ. You're going to get different price levels. See how helpful it is to do screenshots? I can easily see what the problem is. Well, this looks very grindy, doesn't it? We got ES back at the highs here. Russell. I mean, look at this V-shaped recovery. This is becoming a theme on Russell. Look at this. Dow. Look at this. All right, Diego. Have a great day. Thanks for the kind words. Can you please ask Ishan to provide WhatsApp? He's just texting from US number, and this is I don't know who Ishan is, Anna. So Anna, it sounds like you might have a scammer on your. I have no idea who Ishan is. Ishan. Ishan. Oh, India. I think you're spelling it wrong. Is it spelled Ishan? Okay. How are things in downtown LA, Sonny? Is it nice? Is it safe? Us Floridians, we hear some bad things about Los Angeles. Okay. So, I'm planning to just, it's only it's less than a mile walk from my hotel. So hopefully I make it okay. My cardio is okay. I'm more of a strength athlete than a runner. So there's at least 3 other people I know of. We got Sonny, Tim, Jason, Scott. So 4 people. There's gonna be like 5 of us there. Florida, we can open carry now. I live in the South. I don't see. No, I don't like a short here to VWAP. No, do not. Not a part of the system. We're in a upside of a distribution. There's no indication whatsoever that we'll make it back down to intraday VWAP. We had a New York VWAP bounce. So if you anchor a VWAP to the opening, right, we bounced perfectly. Here's the VWAP, this black line. We bounced perfectly off of it. And I walked you guys through that. That was the long spot I talked about. We took that live on stream. That was the VWAP bounce. Monk. Yeah, just stop trading. They'll get you the count. Once you hit your profit target, stop. Yeah, there's a tool right here. It's the anchored VWAP tool. Click, anchor. Oh, it's a party now, is it? Nobody invited me. I'm actually quite boring at parties, so I don't drink, don't do drugs. I go to bed early. I trade. I'm really interested in financial news. Real fun at parties. Luckily, I have a good personality. That's the only thing that keeps me afloat. And old. Yeah, that too. And old. Wild crowd here. I love tea. Yeah, no. You don't want those kind of girls anyway, Mustafa. I feel like Ray's going to chime in here sooner or later on that comment. It's coming. A wild night for me is like going out to a fancy dinner, being home by like 8:30. I'm well hydrated. Lots of water and seltzer. This is true, Roadrunner. Women will overlook many things when you have money. I think you can agree with that too, Ray. I mean, it's true. We know that's a fact. I mean, just look, you could be like 90 years old, but if you're like a gazillionaire, you could have your pick of women, quite literally. Here we go. Told you, Bull Bear. I didn't like the short back to VWAP. Did not like it. We are in a pretty much a trending day. I think we acknowledge this could very well be a trending day early on in the session when the low is the open, right? That's a huge sign that we might have a trending day. The open of the market is at the low. Nice, Chuck. Good job. All right, we're positive balance again. That's good. We had some nice price discovery continuation bounces. We got one there. One there. We had a New York VWAP bounce right there. I wouldn't take that, Madonna. Not now. Not based on that. Tick strike was losing its mind. Not usually a good indication of a reversal. Not in the mood. Well, it's not always a, it could still actually reject. That could have just squeezed out all the shorts and then back into the value area. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. It's been a great day. It's been a great week. I'm probably not going to trade my top steps or top ones the rest of the week. I am going to try and get a day or two in my Apex account, so I'll update you guys on how that's going. A reminder, no group coaching tomorrow. I'll be flying, but I encourage you to go into the archives and watch a previous group coaching. There's a ton of them in there. So check the archives. I'll be posting stuff on social media in the group, so stay tuned to that. There should be some cool things. I'll be with Tom Hogard and Austin Silver, which many of you all know. And let's see, what else? You can head on over to the trading channels if you want to keep trading. You have the NQ, GC, ES, and then the Trading Lounge for casual hang-up. Yes, Anthony, I will be meeting. We have a group chat for those of the people that are going to the event. So there will be pictures. I'm hoping to get a nice photo with everybody from our group that will be there. And I'm sure we'll be at a networking event on Friday evening together. So there'll be a lot of nice things. Well, we're going to be at the conference, Anthony. The meetups at the conference, and then there's a private networking event for people in the conference afterwards. This is a anchored VWAP. It's anchored to the market open. We call this the New York VWAP. On a trending day, these tend to be really valuable because we don't usually get back to the regular VWAP. So anchored VWAP from the New York Open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, we had a great day, guys. Everybody be really gentle to Chuck tomorrow, all right? Be on your best behavior, please. It's like a delicate flower. We really need to make sure that he wants to do it again just in case. Don't give him too hard of a time, right? He's doing a huge service to me and the community. So it is highly appreciated. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Manage your risk. Stay sharp out there. Stay tuned in the Discord. I'll be posting all types of fun stuff, updates from the conference, updates from meeting with some of our members here in the group. And Inner Circle will be having a Saturday and Sunday class. We still have a Q&A on Sunday for the premium group. And that's all I got, guys. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your day trading. And I will be back shortly. Thank you.